It's time for entertainment, and Miss G has joined me. Hello, Miss G.
Hello, Israel. How are you doing?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, getting ready for Christmas
No,
already.
no, this is really lovely. Look,
Is it?
very different look.
Thank you. So, what's up for Christmas? You promised to be a Santa, and all of a sudden.
I will be a Santa, and I've actually been a Santa in the newsroom. Ah,
Okay,
you?
lots of pizza. Yeah, but it's like every day, Santa does something special.
They're chocolates too.
There's chocolate, a box of chocolate.
They're chocolates. What's up?
Okay, so I know that we all know that Sonny Badu is an international gospel artist, but have you witnessed Sonny Badu in front of a congregation preaching and not singing?
No.
Okay,
I've
so
seen him sing.
You've seen him sing. I've had the experience of him preaching. I remember the topic very well was about Joseph in the Bible and the story of Joseph. He preached beautifully. But I've always wondered if he had been to the School of Theology and if he holds a certificate to preach. And also, I've always wondered how he met his wife. And, there's little we know about that sweet-looking lady.
You've been digging.
Well, so Noella Cariniale caught up with him at the airport where he met up with Jonathan Nelson. Two of them will be at the Porter's house, and they had that conversation.
No, I've been preaching for 10 years. It's just that I chose to amplify the musical side. So preaching has always been a part of me. And when God gives you a message, you don't really need theology. He just gives you that message and it eventually makes sense. So yeah, I've been doing it for 10 years, literally, and I'm enjoying it.
One would also argue that you're an accomplished musician, so why not, concentrate on doing music? Because you're doing great, and why would you, want to pursue?
I just told you I've been doing it for 10 years, and you didn't even know.
Okay.
That means that I've been doing the two together. I've only chosen to let you see what you want to see. Does that make sense? So yeah, the two goes hand in hand. It never changes, never. I'm lit. In fact, I preach more than I do concerts all over the world, right? So it's just what we want the public to see, so we don't confuse the public. Yep, that's what I do. And when I'm called to preach, that's what I do. Yeah.
Okay, so let's get a bit personal. Your wife, beautiful Anne-Marie, we know very little about her. We want to find out, how did you meet her? Was it through the ministry or outside the ministry?
We met almost some 15 years ago. Yeah, and we've been in touch from there, and God just made it happen.
How's it been, right? We know she's of Caribbean descent. How's it been?
She's Jamaican, and do you know that Jamaicans are actually from Ghana?
Okay.
Jamaica means Jamaica.
Okay.
That's what the history of Jamaica is. Literally, what they eat is what we eat. I think Jonathan is also. Do you have a Jamaican descendants?
I don't have Jamaican descendants, but my pastor's Jamaican.
Yeah. So everything we do cultural-wise it's just the same. Food, everything. So nothing changes.
I see.
So
You become a historian as well.
I tell you, you know how you have to defend, being married to somebody who is not Ghanaian most of the time. That's how you have to answer questions. But also, Jonathan Nelson, like I said earlier, will be with Sonny Badu at the Porter's house. So Ghanaians know little about him. They know his song, I believe, and people sing the songs every day. So Noella thought to find out from him how well he knew Ghana.
You are about to experience.
You know what? I'm becoming more familiar. I don't just know Sonny. I also know Joe Meadow.
Okay.
And I met Joe probably about a year ago, and we've been connected. And I'm learning more about the music scene here. I just know that it's a lot of powerful artists here, and now it's time to really make an impact globally. I know a lot of people know that great music comes out of Nigeria, but I believe people are going to really start knowing that great artists, great music comes from Ghana as well.
Right. So you've mentioned Joe Metal, you've mentioned Sonny Badu. Apart from these two, which other gospel musician are you familiar with?
I'm not familiar with anyone else from Ghana, unfortunately, but I'm going to learn.
Okay.
I got enough teachers around me, so I'm going to learn more about who's here and who I should pay attention to and whatnot. So we're going to learn it.
I want to find out if you're looking at collaborating with our Ghanaian act.
Absolutely. She's really she's selling Ghana to me, huh, Sonny? Absolutely, but it's just about kind of really learning more about the culture, learning more about who is who is kind of out there and moving. One thing I am paying attention to is a lot of, from my social media, a lot of Ghanaian, I said, right? Young people follow me, and so I'm going to learn. I'm willing to learn. I want to learn. I want to dig more into the culture. So we're going to figure it out, and I'm going to find out. I think everybody's expecting, I believe, but they may not be familiar with the catalog of songs that God has given me. Okay, they are. Okay. So we're going to just go through the catalog of songs that God has given us, and we're going to just worship. I was blessed to be able to have a small team with me. So my musicians and my singers are here, and we're ready to go forward. Each one of my singers, I can tell you this on this mic, on camera, they sing 10 times better than me. And so I'm going to release them to sing a little bit tomorrow night. So we're just going to have a great time, but I'm not just going to make a deposit. I'm going to receive something. Since I'm here, I'm going to take something back home.
At Prom Prom. So let's talk about 2017. You know, a lot of people have been reviewing the year, and the one person who also had to review a year because the party she campaigned for the NDC lost power in 2016 is Roselyn Ngiza. Yeah. Now, Becky caught up with her when Prophet Martin went to the Kolebu Teaching Hospital to relieve 10 baby, how do they call them, nursing mothers who were delivered and couldn't pay their bills, so they were detained there. Becky spoke to Roselyn Ngiza about her 2017, and here's what she had to say.
That's why you do like, you don't like me, you like me. That's I won't pay me. My 2017, I had ups and downs, but the greatest miracle is I'm still alive. And so I would never ever say my 2017 was bad once I'm alive. Yes, I went through a lot, had an accident, went through all sort of things. She's been with me all through, you know. And in the same 2017, I had an award, other contracts. But then, once I am alive, that's the greatest miracle. So we are all geared up, waiting for 2018. Your mother.
You don't say.
Enough is enough. That's all.
Okay, so that's Roselyn Ngiza, and also there's Floducation, and that's the new title of his album, Floducation. Okay. And he has 8 tracks on it, but he tells us that it's an album put together to educate the youth.
Is the gift we are giving you all for Christmas. Flow education, flow is just basically rap and education. So we are trying to find this means to educate the public more about real lyricism and what real rap actually entails. The metaphors, the wordplay is not always going to be about just shallow stuff that we dance to every time in the club. Sometimes we need to take it to the point where people actually learn a lot and dive in deep into their minds, trying to figure out certain punchlines and metaphors and stuff. It's all, I think it all goes in a long way to help the youth as well coming up to know that rap music is not only about just the fun part of it. Let's try to make good information and knowledge out of it as well.
Floducation. So before I go, there's a video of King Tonto reality show, as a Nigerian actress, Tonto Dikeh's reality show set to, you know, air in 2018. But lots of people are getting chills about it because in this promo, she underwent the knife. She did boob jobs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. So let's see it.
I will not have this nonsense. I won't. Every money I have right now is for me and my son. Take me out! One.
I am going to be having a cosmetic surgery. My body has been something that I've always been extremely ashamed of.
Okay, so it means that she has actually done it.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we'll be seeing all of that in 2018. I cannot wait for 2018. You know.
Is it visible in her
I haven't seen any
pictures?
shots of her ever since she released the promo, and so we don't know if she's keeping all of that till 2018, where we get to see everything. But a lot of Nigerians are really not happy with this.
Yeah, especially when she says she's not being happy about her body.
Exactly. And so people are giving reasons to why, there's actually issues between she and Chief Olakunle Churchill. And now people are dragging in Roselyn, the lady who is alleged to be dating, Chief and caused the divorce. So it's murky on social media. You should see the remarks, after she posted this video. But that'll be for entertainment.
Are you happy about your body?
Very. I can't see myself,
doing anything else.
No.
All right. Thank you very much, Miss G.